Nathan, we are going to Wembley, and what a way to do it. Can you sum up how you're feeling right now?
Massive relief, first and foremost, a little bit of euphoria, few heart palpitations, so, but wonderful achievement, when you consider, and I keep mentioning October and November and where we were, and, the belief we've had to show, the faith, the character, and then we've turned into this side, and we were good tonight. I thought we were really good. Wycombe are a good side, but over the 2 legs we kept 2 clean sheets, we've created enough chances, we've had some glory. I think they had one real good chance over the 2 legs, but I think we've been excellent. I thought we played really well. We were brave, we moved the ball well, we made changes at the right time, and look, just a wonderful achievement. I'm so proud, and this is Charlton. That's what I can say. This is Charlton. This is where I remember Charlton. And tonight we are evolving, and we've got to a certain level of where I want us to be.
We've talked about the evolution of this team every month of the season so far. Did that 94 minutes of football showcase all the different elements really that you've been working on?
That's a wonderful question, and I couldn't have led into it like that. But 2 clean sheets over a playoff campaign shows that we have evolved into one excellent defensive pressing team, because we have. As you said, last year 5 in 50 games, and now we're 25 clean sheets. That alone has shown that there's been a significant shift. Then we've scored more goals. We've won more games. I think it's something like 25 or 30 points more. I think it's like something like 10, 11 wins more, which is a meteoric rise, in terms of. But we had belief. We've got a great group. The owners have been fantastic with us in terms of everything, and then we've asked the fans to get on board and to join the ride, and they've joined early, and then we've got to this point. Now, we haven't achieved anything yet. What we've done is we've earned the right to have a crack at a big game, and look, I couldn't be any prouder of this club.
It was an epic battle, wasn't it, against Wycombe Wanderers over the 2 legs. It showcased just how tough League One is.
It's the strongest League One it's been. Some days you get a massive one, like an Ipswich the other day, or you had a Man City back when I played in League One, and Southampton and things. But now with the strength of League One, and I think all of them, the Premier League has filtered down, the Championship is stronger, League One is stronger, and that's filtering right through the leagues. And you have a look at the money spent. And what I'm really proud of was, the owners asked me in January, he said, is this group of players as good as you tell us that they are? And I said, they are. You just got to trust me. I've got to do my job, because everyone in January was spending money, millions and millions of pounds to get promoted. We didn't. We shed 7, got 2 in, streamlined the squad, and said, right, this is the group we're going to go with. Keep working, keep evolving, keep doing the right things, and we will get our just result. And we have. And that's what I'm really proud of.
As we've witnessed across each of the EFL playoffs so far, it is all about taking those moments, and a player I know you trust implicitly, Matty Godden, quite fittingly in front of the cupboard end as well. We couldn't have written a better script, really, could we?
No, not really, and the lateness of the goal and everything, so proud. I mean, the boy, well, he's not a boy, he's a man, and when you sign Matty Godden, it's not a guarantee, but it ain't far off, He scored at every level he's been at. He showed a real desire to come here. He's a Charlton fan. He's born in the area. So, it was a no-brainer from us. And I'm just pleased, because I think there was the odd question when he first came in. I doubt there's any of them now.
Of course, those moments only really matter if down the other end you're consistently organised, strong defensively, and we managed to limit a very good, very powerful Wycombe side.
Look, that's a potent front three and what they bring on. Pace, power, athleticism, a team that was blowing the league away, up until November time, around about that time, and we had to contain. They were very direct. Everything they played was forward, so constantly putting pressure on the back three. We were brave. We were 3 for 3. And we showed, a real quality and resilience. And then when we moved the ball, we were excellent. We had some chances, we had situations. We just didn't quite take those opportunities. I thought our set plays were poor today, which we need to be better on. And then when you get that opportunity to win a game, as you said, you want it to fall to an assassin. You want it to fall to a cold-blooded technician, and there you have it.
Our finishers played their part like we knew they would. As a manager in that dugout, when you have to make those big decisions, how reassuring is it for you to have that reliability on the bench?
It's a squad game, it always is. We've always said it's a squad game. You can't win it with 11. We demand on Monday sessions, on Thursday sessions, on sessions where where only half the group are training. You have to keep your standards, because if you don't, you're only as strong as your weakest link. You're only as strong as that cog that needs to come in. And we've got an excellent group, and it takes humility. I've been there as a player, where you're not involved sometimes, and you lack, and you've got to do it for yourself to be ready. We've put a big emphasis on the squad, game changers we call them, not substitutions. They're not the game changers in terms of everything, and they've shown that. Chucks was really motivated tonight after what happened, because how it happened wrongfully, like not overturned. I don't want to get myself in trouble in any way, but I couldn't understand how that wasn't overturned. Then Kone gets away with one in the first leg and doesn't, so you think, is this a bit of injustice? Is this going to cost us? But in all honesty, look, our team, 2 clean sheets over a playoff, 2 legs, shows that one part of our game is outstanding, and then when you've got players that we have that can score, then you've always got a chance.
We expected a special atmosphere. That really was something else. Was that exactly what you were after to get us over the line?
Oh, look, it's all part and parcel. We've asked them, months ago. We kept doing messages about get on board, involved on the journey. Are you, get early on, get involved in the journey, and that's what they've done, and they've been absolutely magnificent. I mean, that's Charlton tonight. That's Premier League Charlton. Yeah, like the crowd, the noise, the way they got behind the team, everything, the songs, that's Premier League Charlton. And look, we're only in League One. We want to get back where Charlton used to be. And there's that shadow of Alan Kirbishley hanging over, that you have to, well, not, I don't mean a legacy of Alan Kirbishley hanging over. So, that's the emulation, and that's what you have to aspire to. So look, we're in a good place. We haven't achieved anything yet. As I said, we've just earned that crack, but the fans were magnificent, absolutely magnificent tonight.
And perhaps we'll talk about it in more detail, because tonight definitely feels like the occasion to enjoy a glass of red wine and celebrate this moment. But a London derby under the arches at Wembley, we can look forward to that, can't we?
Yeah, look, I'm sure Leyton Orient will be exactly the same. We've had 2 real tough games against them. The margins have been really tight. It'll be similar to games like tonight, and it'll be margins and so on. They've shown what a good side they are to turn Stockport over, who are a very, very good side under Dave Challoner. So look, we won't think about it tonight. The owners bought me a wonderfully expensive bottle of wine, and I'll sip that, and then we'll come in tomorrow. We'll have a little bit of a meal and something, and then bang, Saturday we are focused in the final.
I don't want to delay you from that bottle of wine for any longer, but one final question, Nathan. You promised to build a Charlton team to be proud of. You've done that. You were on a mission to bring this football club back together. A sold-out home end shows that you've done that as well. Is the message to supporters a simple one? Let's go one more time.
We'll just go one more time and then keep going. I said we haven't achieved anything yet, and even do it. What you have to do when you build a football club. So I can only say that I was given time at Luton, for example, and we built a juggernaut. We built a team that was relentless in everything he did, and he got to the Premier League. Obviously, I wasn't there when he got to the Premier League, but there was a lot of processes in place, and it shows that there was never any trapdoors. There was always a year-on-year progression, a forward step every single year, and that's what we got to achieve. Now, wherever we go next week, if we win the game, then we have to keep going. If we don't, we have to keep going. So at no point do we rest on our laurels. At no point do we think that we're just content to be where we are. We want to push, we want to reach, we want to keep going until there's nowhere else to go.
Nathan, thank you, your staff, the players, for a really special night.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.